Join us on the program. Very pleased to have with us from the Well-Armed Woman, Michelle Franzoni. Michelle, how are you this afternoon?
Good. How are you?
I am excellent. Thanks for coming on the program.
Sure.
I read a story about the Well-Armed Woman and the number of women in New Jersey who are going to the range. They're becoming gun owners. I got to tell you, Michelle, I was a little surprised. This was a positive story.
It actually was, and we were very happy with it. And as it turns out, we've had an overwhelming response to that article. And this coming Sunday, I am expecting, I would say, approximately 70 women to come to my home.
70 women.
Yes, 70 women.
Michelle, that's amazing. That's awesome.
It is. It's very exciting.
All right, so for those who have not read this news story, you're a pretty new gun owner yourself, right?
Yes. Yep.
Like less than a year?
Yeah, just about 4 months, I would say.
Wow. All
Yeah,
right.
just about 4 months. I guess, I'm just your regular old suburban stay-at-home mom, and, I was looking for something to do, and I'm always looking for ways to help. And I just got into this, and I think it's a great organization, and, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Did the evil gun lobby brainwash you in any way, shape, or form, Michelle? I mean, this is quite a change over the last 4 months to go from not being a gun owner to actually like encouraging other women to learn more about firearms.
Up until about 4 months ago, I was completely against guns. And I didn't even want them in the home. And my husband went to the range, and I went along with him because he wanted to actually rent one that he was interested in. And I actually held it, and I fired it. And since then, I actually walked out owning a Glock. My very first time.
So you went in to the range for the first time thinking, I don't want to be here.
Exactly.
I'm just doing this for my husband, and you walked out as a gun owner.
Yep. Yep.
What happened, Michelle? What happened in that range that made you change your mind?
I've always kind of been very fearful, and it's and I walked out of there, and I just felt some kind of an empowerment. And, it eliminated a lot of fear from me, and it was just an overwhelming feeling of empowerment. And since then, I've actually been taking quite a few classes. As of this past Sunday, I am now an NRA certified pistol instructor. So, I'm doing what I can so I can help other women that are interested. And that's basically it. And I have gotten so many emails from women that are brand new, that have never even picked up a firearm, but they want to learn, and they want to learn the safety. They want to learn proper use, and we're going to provide them with a comfortable, safe, positive environment, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
That is so awesome, Michelle. Really, I cannot thank you enough for everything that you're doing. Particularly in a state like New Jersey, where I spent a couple of years as a kid in New Jersey. It's a great state. You got a lot of great people. Man, your gun laws are awful. And the prevailing cultural attitude is don't learn about guns. Don't have knowledge about this. It's far better to be afraid and ignorant of firearms.
Right.
And I really appreciate what you're doing to dispel that, because, again, it sounds like with your story, what it came down to was you gaining that knowledge, and when you gained that knowledge, all of a sudden the gun wasn't something that you needed to be afraid of anymore.
Right. The fear was just completely eliminated. So, I can safely and properly use a firearm. I'm very comfortable now. I'm still working on my shots, but,
right.
I'm very comfortable. I walk into the range now. I prefer to go alone. I'm not intimidated. It's a very female-friendly range. I walk in, I grab a cup of coffee for 1 hour a week. That's where I go to socialize. So I practice, I socialize with the staff there, which happens to be great and very supportive. And, and I have a good time. And I'm really hoping, to, have the opportunity to educate other women and to put them at ease and to make them comfortable, just like I am. And I think it'll be, I think it'll work out.
You're a mom, right, Michelle?
Oh, yeah, 3.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your response to gun control advocates who say, oh, Michelle, you sound like a very well-intentioned woman, but as a mom, you should know better than to be a gun owner.
You know, and that's, I think, one of my driving points. My husband works long hours, you know. I have to protect my family any which way, any which way I feel like I need to. And instead of just being ignorant and, I felt that I should learn how to safely operate something if I were ever put in the position to where I would need to do it or use it. And the same thing goes, I take self-defense classes, so if I'm out of the house with my children and, an animal tries to attack me, I'll be able to protect myself as well as my children. And that's what I look for. We have a biometric safe at home, so everything is packed away. The younger kids don't even know about it. I have a 16-year-old. She's seen them, but, I think educating the children is probably better, and it'll take away the mystery.
Yep.
To where, I have a niece and nephew that I already have lined up to go over the safety protocol as far as guns in the event that they are at a friend's house and somebody does pull one out. All of these accidental shootings with kids, it's all because it's something new and they think it's a toy. But if they're educated and they're made aware that, this is very dangerous, and if they know how to properly handle it and safely, then maybe we can eliminate a lot of these accidental shootings with the children.
That's awesome.
So, as far as that goes, I'm definitely an advocate as far as, educating children.
Yep.
If they're old enough to understand and appreciate it, then I think if they're educated, I would feel safer knowing that my child goes to someone's house and would know how to properly handle a firearm instead of pointing it at someone and just pressing the trigger. So that's my thought.
I love what you're doing. I love the enthusiasm. I'm shocked and thrilled at the response that you've received. Will you come back on the program after the meet and greet?
Anytime.
All right, Michelle, listen, thank you again, and best of luck to you and the other well-armed women.
Thanks.